Top 10 celebrities who almost died on set. When recording movies, most action scenes are actually done by stuntmen and experts who know acrobatics and useful skills for their work. Well, sometimes things can get a bit too overboard and celebrities end up risking their lives on set. Welcome to our channel, and today we'll be presenting you with our countdown of 10 celebrities who almost died on set. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and to turn notifications on for more videos like today. Without further ado, let's begin. 10th place, Tom Cruise, Edge of Tomorrow. We're kicking off our list with Tom Cruise during filming for The Edge of Tomorrow. Cruise does his own stunts instead of using a stuntman, but some of these have nearly cost him his life in the process. Edge of Tomorrow was an action film in which, during a scene, Emily Blunt had to drive a car with Cruise in the passenger seat. Let's just say that things got out of control fast. This is what Blunt said about the famous scene. I hear him under his breath as I approach the right-hand turn going, brake, 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 oh God, brake, 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 brake it hard, brake hard. I left it too late and so drove us into a tree. I almost killed Tom Cruise. Wow, dying in a car crash on set is definitely not a good way to go. Luckily, she managed to stop the car on time, but it still was a close one.
So I tear down this path, and Tom's being very quiet behind me, and suddenly I just hear him under his breath as I approach the right-hand turn. I hear him going, brake, 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 brake. Brake, 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 oh God, and brake, 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 oh, and brake, brake the car, brake the car. And I left it too late, and so drove us into a tree. And I almost killed Tom Cruise.
9th place, Jackie Chan, Police Story. Well, to his credit, Jackie Chan was one of the most accomplished actor martial artists. His name is synonymous with fight scenes and action movies. So of course there's going to be 2 or 3 where things went overboard and he ended up putting his neck on the line. An example of this scene is during the mall fight at the end. When the movie was filmed, Jackie Chan did all stunts on his own, and these included jumping onto a metal pole and sliding down while light bulbs exploded all around him. However, this stunt led him to cracking his 7th and 8th vertebrae, dislocating his pelvis, and even burning his hands due to the lights. Being realistic for a second, did they expect anything else from such a perilous montage? The stunt was extremely dangerous because they used sugar glass, which is thicker than normal stunt glass. Poor Jackie Chan. That definitely cost him an unfortunate impromptu visit to the hospital.
Oh yeah, Police Story, the line.
8th place, Sylvester Stallone, Rocky IV. Being a series of films about boxing and fighting, there's bound to be some real punches thrown around in Rocky. The first scenes in Rocky IV were some of the greatest in the series, but for the final punch that knocks down Stallone, the lead actor asked Lundgren to hit him as hard as possible. However, this backfired as he got exactly what he asked for, ending up in the hospital because his heart swelled. He was in intensive care for 8 days, as a matter of fact.
It was an accident. It was, I had seen the Hagler-Hearns fight. And I went, well, you know what, I gotta forget what we've been practicing now, Dolph. I want you to get out there and just try to clock me, knock me out. Just go for the first minute of the fight. It's gonna be a free-for-all.
7th place, Jason Statham, Expendables 3. Next up, we have Jason Statham during Expendables 3. This action star is no stranger to dangerous scenes, but the one on Expendables took things to another level. While filming, he was driving a truck when the brakes failed, as said by Sylvester Stallone. This forced Statham to jump out of the truck as it careened into the sea. Otherwise, he would have gone with it 60 feet below the surface of the water. Wow, that's definitely a scary fate if you think about it. Drowning after filming doesn't sound like something fun to do.
So I'm in the truck there and I slam on the brakes where I'm supposed to stop. Nothing happens. Next thing you know, I've hit 2 cameramen. I literally thought I'd killed them. It was like a split second later, I'm going 9 feet over the edge of this sort of concrete jetty, and I'm going down towards the Black Sea, thinking, I've got to get out of this. This is ridiculous. So I'm trying to prise myself from behind the wheel to get out the window. The windows are down. The truck hits the water just slams me back, and we just, like, sinking fast, straight to the bottom. So, like, 60 feet at the bottom of the Black Sea, stuck in the mud, thinking, hang on a minute, how am I going to get out of this? This is how it ends.
6th place, Jamie Alexander, Thor, The Dark World. Special effects make fight scenes in blockbusters like Thor and related MCU films much safer, and more so when they have such a big budget for that. In this case, Jamie Alexander didn't almost die because a hammer flew out of the way and hit her in the back of her head, or maybe because someone accidentally stabbed her in the back. Nope. In her case, she mentions that it was raining, it was dark outside, and it was like 5 in the morning, and she went down a metal staircase and slipped. This took her out of filming for a month. Alexandra had a displaced disc in her spine, chipped 11 vertebrae, dislocated her left shoulder, and even tore her left side's rhomboid. Just saying all of that is enough to scare anybody. She's lucky to even be alive, let alone walking after such a rough fall. We just have to wonder how terrifying it must have been at the time.
Whoever wields this hammer shall possess the power of Thor.
Fifth place, Isla Fisher, Now You See Me. Being a film about magicians, illusionists, and escapists, you'd think that the effects in Now You See Me are well staged enough to pass off as real. But like real-life magician tricks are 100% safe. Well, such was not the case for Isla Fisher, who played escapist and magician Henley Reeves pretending to be stuck in a tank of water as piranhas poured in. She didn't pretend to be stuck, she was actually stuck. During filming, she banged on the glass to tell the cast and the crew that she was stuck, but even the crew members thought it had to go that way because, you know, that's what happens in the scene. Truthfully, both in character and out of character, she was stuck in the tank and could have died because no one believed she was in any real danger. She managed to free herself in time, though, as her movie character did. If that's not ironically funny as something can be, then we don't know what is.
I had a near-death experience. I was in a tank of water. My character is submerged in a tank and piranhas are dropped upon her head. And whilst in there, we shot it over 3.5 days. Even though I had a quick release magnetic, thing on my handcuffs, the chain that went between my ankles and my wrists was not able to be broken, and it got stuck underneath the slat. And I was trapped, and yeah, I was very scared. And I was banging and saying, set me free, but everyone just thought I was doing fabulous acting.
Fourth place, Diane Kruger, Inglourious Basterds. One of Tarantino's classics, Inglourious Basterds, involves some of Tarantino's classical moves to ensure the movie was as realistic as possible. Guess what it was in this case? In Quentin's sixth film, Kruger played Bridget von Hammersmark, which was a pretty difficult role for her to land because he auditioned every single actress in Germany before he even agreed to see Kruger. But she received praise for her performance as the popular German film star and Allied spy. However, the director wanted Diane Kruger's strangulation scene to be as realistic as possible and decided to take it personally. The hands that grab Kruger's neck in the film are in fact Tarantino's, who squeezed the actress's throat longer than necessary, causing her to lose consciousness for a bit. She probably never wanted to record a Tarantino film again in her life.
I'm gonna just strangle you, all right? Hold on, I'm gonna cut off your air for just a little bit of time. We're gonna see the reaction in your face, and then we'll cut, all right? The stunt guy will be there watching it, all right, making sure, and we'll just do it once. We'll just do it once, but then we never have to do it again, all right? And she trusted me.
Third place, Daniel Day-Lewis, Gangs of New York. In the next spot of our countdown, we have Daniel Day-Lewis in Gangs of New York, who didn't go flying off a truck or anything, but experienced something much more annoying: pneumonia. That's because Lewis had to wear clothes that fit 1863. However, Lewis took his method acting to such an extreme that he attempted to film even with the condition, considering that there was no treatment for the illness back in that time period. As committed as that sounds, the doctors told him he would die if he didn't do anything about his condition. So he finally caved in and went to treat his pneumonia.
What in heaven's name are you talking about?
Second place, Halle Berry, The Call. Unlike other examples we've seen today, The Call isn't a film chock full of action scenes as many of the other examples we've seen. But given what happened in filming, it was by no means dull as the film portrays itself as. Supposedly, Halle Berry was filming a fight scene and fell and hit her head on the concrete floor. She was knocked out and the set closed down for the day. Eventually, she got rushed to the hospital, but there wasn't any lasting injury.
Michael? The police know who you are, Michael Foster.
First place, Michael J. Fox. Finally, we have Michael J. Fox in Back to the Future 3. During a scene where he had to convincingly look like he was dying while being hung, well, he actually nearly died due to being hung. He performed the hanging scene while standing on a box, but it wasn't coming off as realistic. So he did one take without it, but was off about the timing it would take to get through the scene. He passed out for 30 seconds, which was about the time it took for anyone else to notice that he was unconscious. A few seconds longer and he would have died. So, what do you think of these 10 celebrities who almost died on set? Being a celebrity is fantastic. You get money, fame, and attention, but if you're going to have to risk your life every time you're making a new movie, might as well work on something a tad safer. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that thumbs up, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more celebrity videos like this one. We hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time for more.